Hi there, I'm here today with Tom Hougaard, full-time trader, and he's worked as Chief Market Strategist for a number of brokers and now runs your own trading room called WhichWayToday, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah. So Tom, you've been described as an intuitive trader, but you say no. You say that actually your strategy is based on rules. What would be your sort of golden rule?
Well, I think I've been called an intuitive trader because I don't always explain why I buy or sell the market. I think invariably when you watch the market for day after day for years, you get an intuitive feel for what's going on in the market. But actually my entries and exits are very rule-based. So I don't have one single golden rule because I don't have one single trading technique that brings home the bacon every single day. It's a plethora of techniques that is amalgamated into this diffusion, which I call Tom Hougaard's way of trading. And so I couldn't say, oh, it's because of a moving average crossover or an oscillator, or it doesn't work like that. It's all mixed into an enormous stew, and then that's how I really generate my profits.
Okay. And how do you manage emotion when trading? How do you sort of keep that down?
Your emotions, you work at it every day.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see someone like Andy Murray, how he has gone from being an exceptionally emotional and impulsive tennis player to being very much in control, and he puts that down to the work that he's done with the former pro Ivan Lendl. And like him, I also work on I have a trading coach, and that trading coach doesn't do anything for me in terms of where to buy and where to sell. It's purely psychological, because when you trade high stakes, you do have to keep it under control. And I'm afraid to say that you have to work at it every single day. There is no shortcuts. There's no golden rule I follow. There's no course I could have taken or a book I could have written and then it would have magically solved all my ills. No, you have to work at it every single day.
Yeah. Now the NFA announced a decision to try and to ban credit card deposits for US retail traders. What are your thoughts on this? Some consider it to be sort of putting the nail into the.
Well, if I was an American trader, I would move to England.
Yeah.
What else can I say?
Yeah, and you don't think anything like that will sort of come over here? You don't think?
No, I don't. I do not think so. We have a culture here. We have a betting culture which has been in place for hundreds of years. We also have a different mentality to the one in the America. America seems to tend to over-regulate or no regulation, while I think here in England we found and struck a very balanced chord, and I expect that to remain.
Okay. Do you think some of those sort of traders will then sort of move over to here?
I don't know. I wouldn't like to speculate on that.
Okay. And finally, what's sort of the biggest challenges facing traders in 2013?
I take that you are looking at the market from a bullish perspective or bearish perspective. See, I don't really do those things anymore. I used to have to be so preoccupied whether I was deciding whether we were in a bull market or in a bear market. But the reality is that I don't really care whether we are in a bull market or in a bear market. I trade what I see, and I try to be long when the market goes up and vice versa. So where the Dow Jones ends at the end of 2013 actually has very little impact on me personally. My pension fund might have an impact, but me personally, I don't really care.